Greetings, viewer. Welcome back to Full Record Jacket with Phil and Ben, and we are in 1995.
1995, the year before I met you, Philster.
And still, no one's got the internet at home unless you're a
No.
real super nerd, and no one's really got a mobile phone unless you're a yuppie or a very early adopter. And we're still watching VHS tapes.
Yeah, no one's ordering their books from Amazon and things like that. And
Google is just an idea.
Leaded petrol's still a thing.
Yeah, I think it was, wasn't it, in 95? Yes, you could have the four-star leaded.
4-star leaded, yeah. Pure poison in a car. That's the only thing I can come up with.
Poison on the end of a hose.
I like that. That's very good, actually. Poison on the end of a hose.
Yeah, so
I'm going to get that on a T-shirt.
So, well, we've got to work out our favourite 3 albums of 1995. Thankfully, we've got all of June to do it, which is nice.
No, Phil, I don't think that's going to be enough. Because I've just bought up albums from 1995. Now, I'm going to read you out a couple. This is how hard 1995 is going to be. Are you ready? You sat comfortably.
Okay.
I will now begin. The Bends, Radiohead, Pulp, Different Class, Post, Bjork, To Bring You My Love, PJ Harvey, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness, whatever it is, by Smashing Pumpkins. Great album. What Story, Morning Glory, already in my top 3. Jagged Little Pill, Alanis Morissette, Blur, The Grey Escape, which isn't a bad album. There's just Elastica albums. It's Great When You're Dead by Black Grape. There's just so many. Stanley Road, Paul Weller, Garbage's debut album, Grand Prix by Teenage Fan Club. There's just so many albums. Tragic Kingdom, no doubt. This is going to be so hard for the first Foo Fighters album. On by Echo Belly, Phil. I just can't go with this anymore. Oh God, and Daydream by Mariah Carey. Yeah, how to bring it to a crashing finale.
I'm looking at the list on You Discover Music, which is obviously quite American, slanted, and there's quite a few. There's a few at the bottom end that I've not heard of. A lot of these acts. And then we get into there's another Green Day one, Insomniac. They've got Blur at number 44, Natalie Merchant, Bruce Springsteen's The Ghost of Tom Joad. They got, as you said, Garbage, the debut album, Washing Machine by Sonic Youth, old, not very clean Bastard. Do you remember that rapper?
Yeah, ODB.
Yeah. Pavement, Wowie Zowie.
Yeah.
Supergrass, the debut album, Aisha Coco. Did you mention that one? That's another one.
No, God, this gets harder and harder and harder. Didn't Edwin Collins have an album out this year as well?
Possibly. There's Exit Planet Dust by the Chemical Brothers.
Yes, that was out. Yeah.
Leftism by Leftfield. That's another one.
Yes, that was out. Yeah.
Yeah, the Björk one. There's a 2-pack one. As you know, I don't know much about 2-pack, to be honest, but he had one called Me Against the World. He was still alive at that time, I believe.
Yes, he was. Yeah, up until September 96.
Yeah, Smashing Pumpkins, Timeless by Goldie, another Bristol one.
Yeah. Well, do you want me to
Tricky, Maxim K. Was Goldie from? No, was Goldie Bristol?
No,
Tricky.
No,
I think
Tricky was from Bristol, wasn't it?
I'm getting confused.
Yeah.
Tricky was Bristol. PJ Harvey was Bristol as well.
Yeah.
I've never listened to.
Oh no, it wasn't. No, PJ Harvey was from Bridport and Dorset.
Of course, she was from Dorset. Yeah.
Bridport near West Bay, where they filmed.
That's right, because she still is.
What's that? What's the Broadchurch? And The Rise and Fall of Reginald Perrin, where he runs into the sea. That was filmed at West Bay. And Harbour Lights for Nick Berry. And I know Nick Berry's one of your favourite artists of the 80s, Phil. Don't try and hide it. We all know you love it.
Also for you in here, this list has got a number 3, Shania Twain, The Woman in Me.
Yeah, you can get that stuffed.
They said it's an impeccable pop country record. I've never heard that one.
I can imagine. I think I'd rather eat a fresh turd.
Their top one is Genius / GZA, Liquid Swords.
Oh, Gazar, Liquid Swords, yes.
I don't even know who they are. Am I really
Gazar is from Wu-Tang Clan.
Right, it's hip. I guessed it was hip.
Great album. Yeah. Well, according to Wikipedia, and they have taken from over 33,000 different greatest album charts. So they've correlated the data, apparently. So going off of accurate ratings, as of April 2018, their top 10 is Pavement and Wowie Zowie. PJ Harvey, To Bring You My Love. Elliott Smith. I think I got put off of Elliott Smith because back in the early 90s, there was that House of Elliott, and it used to bore me to tears. And I think anything with the name Elliott in it just put me off. 7 is Gazar and Liquid Swords. In this cold, cold world. Bjork and Post. Alanis Morissette, Jagged Little Pill, where she released every track as a single, it felt. Pulp, Different Class. The top 3, Smashing Pumpkins, Melancholy and the Infinite Sadness. Oasis, What's the Story, Morning Glory. And number 1, Radiohead, The Bends, which is a great album, that Radiohead album.
Yeah. So, yes, I think that's probably quite a good aggregate list, to be honest. It's quite...
Yeah.
Can't really argue too much with that. I can see the reasons for all those being in there. So, yeah.
Do you know what else happened in 1995? Michael Jackson's nephews formed the band 3T.
Really?
Yeah. So I'm just having a look through here of bands formed in
1995.
Air. Do you remember Air, the French band? They were formed then. Aqua. And they've got in brackets band next to it, which I don't think they were a band, let's face it. Baby Bird. I thought he was around before 95. I thought he was like 93.
I thought he might have been around a little bit longer than that before he did You're Gorgeous. I know he'd done a few indie albums, hadn't he?
A great one for you, dude. The Bastard Sons of Johnny Cash.
Okay.
And there's a band. Biffy Clyro started in 95. That's just... I mean, obviously they're probably at school, and that's probably counting that. But I'm just having a look through just to sort of see if there's any bands that might still be around now who formed in 95. I can't see any. There's a lot of dross in there, and I'm not going on to the next page. You want to know the biggest hit singles of 1995?
Well, I think there would have been Wonderwall and Common People. There'd have probably been some quite middle of the road stuff as well in there.
But do you want the top 5?
Would there have been somebody from a Sunday night TV drama singing a song?
Well, that was big in this country, but I think this is taking it.
This is worldwide. Okay.
Worldwide, yeah. Because Robson Jerome released.
That was big, didn't that?
Every drop of rain that falls. Unchained Melody.
Didn't that stop Oasis being number 1 or something, or Pulp or something like that?
Or was it Coolio or something like that? Yeah.
The biggest hits of the year worldwide. Ooh.
Yeah.
Don't know, because All Right by Supergrass was big here, wasn't it? But I don't know whether it would be big there worldwide.
Girl Like You by Edwin Collins. Big Yellow Taxi by that cover version that was out that year.
Was it? Okay.
See, 95 is the year I started. I'll tell you what else was out in 95. 95 would have been the Smoking Mojo Filters come together. Noel Gallagher, Paul Weller and Paul McCartney.
Yeah, this was the year of the Help charity album, wasn't it?
It was indeed. And what else? The Tina Turner Golden Eye was out. I think Queen released This Could Be Heaven in 95. Michael Jackson released Earth Song in 1995. Ocean Drive by the Lighthouse Family was also...
Are you reading all this off the list?
No, I remember all this because I was ill with glandular fever, so I remember all these tracks sort of coming out.
Okay, so which of those would have been the biggest hits of the year then?
Number 5, one of my favourite U2 tracks, Hold Me, Thrill Me, Kiss Me, Kill Me from the Batman Forever soundtrack.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, I've forgotten about that. Yeah.
At number 4, I'm quite surprised because Earth Song, I'm sure Earth Song was 95. Yeah, it was 95, around October 95. But it's Michael Jackson's You Are Not Alone. You are not alone.
Why did I think that had come out a bit later than that?
Yeah. Was that the one with Lisa Marie Presley in the video?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe it was. It's around about the time he was involved with her, wasn't it? I think.
At number 3 was Take That and Back for Good. I want you back for good.
Okay.
At number 2, your favourite type of music, a bit of reggae, bit of shaggy, bit of bombastic. Oh, they called me Mr. Bombastic. Diana King, Shy Guy was out this year as well. And the Out Here Brothers. Boom, boom, boom. Let me hear you say way up,
yes, I remember that. That annoyed me at the time, and I don't think I've mellowed on that since.
See, I left school in '95, so a lot of this sort of takes me back to that. Friends, the Rembrandt song came out in '95, and at number 1, do you want to have a guess?
So was the Friends one number 2?
No. The number 2 was Shaggy and Mr. Bombastic.
This is worldwide best-selling record.
Apparently so, yeah. According to Wikipedia.
Okay, because
the following songs achieved the highest aggregate positions in the charts of '95. So they've obviously correlated a lot of the charts and given you a top 5.
Well, I would have thought, you see, in this country, I would have thought Oasis would have been in there with either Some Might Say or Wonderwall, but are you telling me it's not Oasis?
It's not Oasis.
In '95, there must be some obvious thing.
It is obvious.
Is it more of a pop thing rather than...
No. Think Stevie Wonder.
It's not something by Jamiroquai.
No. Because Traveling Without Moving, did that come out this year? Yeah, I think it did. Was that 96?
I don't know. Think of Stevie Wonder.
Yeah. Keep It Cool.
Is it a cover of one of his songs?
No, but it does sample his song.
Okay, so I'm guessing it must be sampling Superstition.
No.
Sir Duke.
No.
What other song where Stevie Wonder got sampled?
I can't keep spending all my life waiting you to work it out, Phil.
I'm trying to think of a Stevie Wonder song that got sampled. What would be another one that would get sampled? Living for the City?
No.
Higher Ground?
No.
What would get Jammin'?
No.
I don't know what Stevie Wonder song would be sampled. I just called to say I love you. No. Someone sample that? I've just said Living for the City, haven't I?
Yeah, you have, yeah.
Don't You Worry About a Thing?
No.
And it was an older one. Is it something like
this is becoming a bit of a pastime to me.
It's not this, it's not what's it called? Uptight? Not that one?
No.
My Sharia Moore?
No.
For Once in My Life?
No.
I'm trying to think of more songs by Stevie Wonder. I wouldn't have thought it would be Isn't She Lovely?
It isn't She Lovely?
And I wouldn't have thought it would be... I can't think of any more songs by Stevie Wonder that would like you to get
minute after minute, hour after hour.
Day after day. I'm missing something easily here, aren't I?
I've dropped you a few clues.
It wasn't. Was it that year? It wasn't 7 Seconds by Nana Cherry.
No, that was 93, I think.
As I say, I didn't know of that sampling Stevie Wonder. I'm trying to think of a song that sampled Stevie Wonder that was a massive hit in 1995.
It was a huge hit.
It wasn't. So it's like a hip hop song.
Hip hop, yeah.
It wasn't the one about No Diggity. Was that later?
No Diggity. No, it wasn't.
Was that 96? That was 96.
Blackstreet, wasn't it? No,
it wasn't Gangster's Paradise.
It was Gangster's Paradise because it uses Pastime Paradise or whatever it is.
Was that what it is? Okay. Yeah, I didn't even know that.
Coolio and Gangster's Paradise.
There you go.
We got there in the end. 95 is going to be hard, Phil. I have so many memories for 95. I left school in 95. I was really poorly towards the end of 95 with glandular fever. And get through because literally I'd walk up the stairs, I'd need 6 hours sleep, I was knackered. But I would literally record songs off the radio and make mixtapes because I was that kind of guy, man. You know, I became the master of stop, start, record. I could almost tell when he was going to, there we go, get it in there.
Did you also videotape the chart show?
No. I wasn't that sad, Phil. I don't think, no, I didn't. I think did 95, no, 96, we got MTV. We finally got cable in 96. But yeah, 95, because you had things like, was Diana King Shy Guy out in 95? I was very, very sort of, well, Wet's Picture This came out in 95. Because remember, for 17 weeks, you had to put up with Lovers All Around, didn't we?
We did. Is that on that album that you're
that is on there? It's the last track on that album, yeah.
Was it stuck on as a bonus track?
I think it might have been, yeah. Because it doesn't really fit with the rest of the album, but you could kind of see that they wanted to put it on there. But I've got a lot of memories from 95. I think 95 sticks in my mind because obviously I'm sure it was 95 or early 96. I think it was 95. We got cable, NTL. Do you remember NTL cable? And that sort of, you had MTV and all that sort of stuff on. So I'd say 95 is when I first really, because I've got a CD player. Christmas 94. Christmas night 94, I got a CD player. So I was then getting CDs. I remember one of my first ones was, I got it for my birthday. I didn't choose it, but it was On a Dance Tip. It's got like Rednecks, Cotton Eye Joe and Shampoo and all that sort of stuff on there.
Great.
So I'd say the CD player meant that I started listening to more stuff. Even though summer of 95, I do remember buying the Now album and a reggae album, like 100% reggae, something like that. But yeah, 95 was a good year. Good year. It does hold a lot of memories for me. Some heartbreak in there, but very good album. So very good year for albums. It's going to be very hard, but we'll plow through it. Some of the singles from 95 are really great. It's just the soundtrack of my leaving school. That summer of 95. I'm going to love revisiting 1995.
So, well, I'm glad. So there you go. 1995 years. Got any ideas initially as to what you might have on your short list?
I have.
What records should we be considering? You need to let us know, as ever, in those comments.
Down there. Here.
In the meantime, Ben, you've got to go. You've got to be on your way. You've got to go. So we've got to end the show.
We have got to end the show, but we will be back. Me and him at some random point in time, which you won't know about until it pops up in your notifications. So,
see you then.
Bye-bye.